Okay, second part of Boethius, and Boethius part 2, and it's looking at his criticisms, and this will be quite quick, really. The first criticism is focusing on the idea of God as timeless, and Boethius was the first person to talk about God as being timeless, and with it, it's quite a straightforward one, is it lacks coherence. It doesn't make sense. There are many people, and they're generally from the concretist school of philosophy, that suggest, well, everything that we experience in this world has duration. They say that duration is a fundamental part of existence. If something doesn't have duration, then it doesn't actually physically exist. Therefore, it can't be real. And what they suggest is that if God does not have duration, if God is timeless, the atemporal idea, it doesn't make any sense. Now, the quick counter of this is that, effectively, God is the only thing like it, so therefore he avoids comparison. So you can't compare it with physical or corporeal things, but maybe that's a bit of a cop-out. The second is dealing with the assumption behind both these ideas. The main assumption is that God views things as a atemporal, simultaneous present, simultaneous moment. Well, this is pure assumption. There's no evidence to back it up. We don't know. How can we actually say this? Particularly on the basis that Boethius has said, and in the previous criticism, that God is unlike any other thing. We can't understand God. God's outside of our understanding. The third is to do with omnipotence. Now, with the man on the hill example, imagine there was a car crash. The man on the hill can't do anything about it. Yeah, we can do something. But God can do something about it because he's omnipotent. So why, if God views everything as simultaneous present, can he not intervene? And linked to that, if God can't intervene, then can he actually be omnipotent? We've got the problems about miracles and his intervention, which leads on to our fourth criticism, which is that of faith. It's going back to Swinburne's argument that we would have looked at in one of the earlier PowerPoints. If God cannot intervene, because it would be impinging on our freedom and our free will, how can he have a relationship? How can we have a relationship with the atemporal God? It goes against Christian faith, because Christian faith effectively says that God does intervene. Petitionary prayer, we ask God for help. We ask him to work on our behalf, but nothing actually happens if we have the atemporal idea of God, because God can't intervene, because what is going to happen has happened. And this goes against all of the Bible, but also that idea of the personal relationship. It no longer makes sense. How can we have a relationship with this type of God? It obviously also doesn't go along with the idea of salvation history either. And that's the criticisms.